Rockstar Games has a huge problem on their hands, and this is coming just days after they thought they addressed all the issues in Grand Theft Auto Online about players having to deal with hackers, modders, cheaters, and so much more. So Rockstar Games insider Tez Funds 2 put out this earlier today on social media. He said GTA 5's PC recent patch addressed spoofed Rockstar Games IDs/names and made invite-only lobbies more secure, so no more cheaters joining uninvited. Your traffic may go through relay servers depending on latency, thus shielding your IP. More info about the latter. While invite-only lobbies are more secure, beware of a less severe exploit used to desync kick you while playing with others. This is much like seeing everyone suddenly leaving, but this wouldn't disrupt your experience playing alone. And this again is unfortunate, as just days ago, GTA Online actually reached 4 million players that have completed the first dose Welcome to the Troop mission. And this is similar numbers to how many players actually played Studio Time, the mission from the contract, when that DLC actually dropped. So a lot of people might say that, hey, the contract is a whole lot better or more people are enjoying it. Well, the numbers are saying that roughly around the same amount of people are playing the first dose Welcome to the Troop mission as they did Studio Time for the contract. So the numbers are definitely very, very similar. And again, this unfortunately comes at a time where Rockstar is dealing with some seriously bad issues for Grand Theft Auto Online. So not surprisingly, it didn't take long for mod menus to start looking for alternatives where they can find not only your Rockstar Games ID, but they can also identify your IP address. Now, the good news is for most players, your IPs are actually protected. There's only a few players that attempt directly to the game, thus revealing their IPs. Now, prior to this patch, you could say Grand Theft Auto Online was set on the always option, where the game establishes connections directly with other players, but relays the connection if a direct connection cannot be established. But now it's set on the default option, which essentially establishes connections via relay servers, but use direct connections whenever necessary to avoid excessive ping time. So the establishing part is done via relay servers in order to verify the new peer-to-peer connections. So you might be wondering now, well, where are these relay servers so that you can get the best connection? There's actually 7 regions. The first region is in South America and Africa. The second is in Greenland or the east coast of the US. The third is in Europe. Fourth is in Asia. The fifth is in Australia. The sixth is in Canada or the west coast of the US. And the 7th is in Japan. So long story short, if you live where the relay servers are or you're near them, depending on your firewall, you can expect your IP address to be shielded in most cases. Now, if you don't, then your IP address may still be shielded, but if the game notices that a direct connection is better off established with a player who lives nearby rather than a relay server miles away, your IP address will be exposed to that nearby player. But if there's a second player who lives next to the miles away relay server, then your IP address would most likely be shielded from him. And the reason we say most likely is because it's a case of whose connection is more favorable in terms of the firewalls. Now, regarding that new exploit that is affecting players, luckily it is a whole lot less severe, and it really impacts players who want to join their friends or play within invite-only lobbies. So the exploit is a remote desync, and if you're playing with friends or others within an invite-only lobby, you'll suddenly be desynced, much like how everyone leaves during a public lobby. Now, this really won't affect you much when playing alone. It could cause short-lived issues like the saving failed notification that you see, but if you do something like change your clothes or anything that might trigger a transaction, it should restore the experience back to normal. Now, the group that would most likely largely be affected by this the most is probably streamers or anyone that does something in a live audience capacity, because this would basically wipe out the lobby you might be in, even in an invite-only session. So everyone else getting disconnected, that's obviously not good. So it looks like they are going to be targeted by this more than casual players. Now, at the end of the day, Rockstar has done a pretty good job at handling this, all things considered. And really, we've gotten a lot of good news from the various patch that came out the other day. Now, establishing connections or the network handshake fully goes through those relay servers, as we talked about before. The relay servers also verify P2P certificates, preventing cheaters from spoofing Rockstar Games IDs, and invite-only lobbies are pretty secure. Now, the bad news is there's still a couple things that have not been fixed, and that is for affected corrupted accounts. Rockstar has yet to put out a proper fix for this, so anyone that might have had their money wiped or their RP reset or their account banned or put in bad sport, for whatever reasons, it still has not been fixed. So Rockstar still needs to address that, but I think they had to stop the bleeding before they could actually fix what was going on. So that's going to be something I will definitely be on the lookout for. Hopefully over the next couple of days or weeks. Rockstar should not let this go on for much longer. Is what are they going to do to fix the people that have had their accounts affected? Because you obviously don't want innocent players to have to sit here and go, well, this stinks, I'm glad it's fixed, but now I can't do anything because my account has basically been corrupted. And I said this when this was first going on, but just to repeat, you're going to want to work with Rockstar support here. You're going to want to document all your experiences. If you have video footage, even better. If not, pictures will work just fine. And if you don't have that, just sort of an account of what has happened to your character, what happened when you joined the session, what did you end up losing. That's going to be the best route because that is the official support system for Grand Theft Auto Online. And I know they're probably overwhelmed right now, but you just need to be patient, I promise you. So long story short, even after all of the changes that Rockstar have made, cheaters are still going to find an exploit. In fact, there's probably too many workarounds right now with several menus out there in the wild. Public lobby in-session cheating is probably always going to be there. However, invite-only lobbies should actually be secured now, which at the end of the day, that's pretty much all you can ask for, especially if you play on PC. And luckily for now, none of this has made its way onto the current generation consoles, PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S, but you never know with stuff like this. And that's why you obviously want to be careful, and that's why I'm obviously presenting the news to you guys in this way. I know not everyone plays on PC, but you still kind of want to be aware of what's going on over there because it is still dangerous regardless, and it could impact you, one of your friends, one of your crew members. So it's important to keep this stuff in mind. But like I said earlier, I'll be sure to keep you guys posted, but let me know what you think about this ongoing situation. Another problem that Rockstar has, the fixes and changes that they've done so far. Let me know what you think in those comments down below. Or, of course, you can reach out to me on my Facebook page, where, as always, you can send messages, photos, videos, and a whole lot more. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. You want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA and all the Rockstar Games videos that I'll be doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.